Hello everyone. In today's class, we are going to read about the devoted friend part 4. Before moving into this video, we will recommend you to watch all the part 1, 2 and 3 and then return back to this video. Here is the basket, and mind you fill it quite full. Quite full, said little Hans, rather sorrowfully, for it was really a very big basket, and he knew that if he filled it, he would have no flowers left for the market, and he was very anxious to get his silver buttons back. Well, really, answered the miller, as I have given you my wheelbarrow, I don't think that it is much to ask you for a few flowers. I may be wrong, but I should have thought that friendship, true friendship, was quite free from selfishness of any kind. My dear friend, my best friend, cried little Hans, you are welcome to all the flowers in my garden. I would much sooner have your good opinion than my silver buttons any day. And he ran and plucked all his pretty primroses and filled the miller's basket. Goodbye, little Hans, said the miller, as he went up the hill with the plank on his shoulder and the big basket in his hand. Goodbye, said little Hans. And he began to dig away quite merrily, as he was so pleased about the wheelbarrow. The next day he was nailing up some honeysuckle against the porch when he heard the miller's voice calling to him from the road. So he jumped off the ladder and ran down the garden and looked over the wall. There was the miller with a large sack of flour on his back. Dear little Hans, said the miller, would you mind carrying this sack of flour for me to market? Oh, I'm so sorry, said Hans, but I'm really very busy today. I have got all my creepers to nail up, and all my flowers to water, and all my grass to roll. Well, really, said the miller, I think that, considering that I am going to give you my wheelbarrow, it is rather unfriendly of you to refuse. Oh, don't say that, cried little Hans. I wouldn't be unfriendly for the whole world. And he ran in for his cap and trudged off with the big sack on his shoulders. It was a very hot day and the road was terribly dusty, and before Hans had reached the 6th milestone, he was so tired that he had to sit down and rest. However, he went on bravely, and at last he reached the market. After he had waited for some time, he sold the sack of flour for a very good price, and he returned home at once, for he was afraid that if he stopped too late, he might meet robbers on the way. It has certainly been a hard day, said little Hans to himself as he was going to bed. But I am glad I did not refuse the miller, for he is my best friend, and besides, he is going to give his wheelbarrow. Early the next morning, the miller came down to get the money for his sack of flour. But little Hans was so tired that he was still in bed. Upon my word, said the miller, you are very lazy, really, considering that I am going to give you my wheelbarrow. I think you might work harder. Idleness is a great sin, and I certainly don't like any of my friends to be idle or sluggish. You must not mind my speaking quite plainly to you. Of course, I should not dream of doing so if I were not your friend. But what is the good of friendship if one cannot say exactly what one means? Anybody can say charming things and try to please and to flatter, but a true friend always says unpleasant things and does not mind giving pain. Indeed, if he is a really true friend, he prefers it, for he knows that then he is doing good. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. Thank you for watching. If you like our videos, kindly subscribe to our channel and help us to make more videos like this. I will meet you soon in the next part of this story. Until then, bye. Take care. See you.